you will, to fans. Don't tag me in the bullshit of the new season coming up on Potomac. I'm not on it. I don't want to be a part of it. I'm off it for a reason. So don't get me in your messy crap. What do you think? First of all, no one's going to listen to her because people are shady AF. But what do you think? I mean, I'm sure she just wants some peace of mind, and your hormones are wild when you're pregnant. So I'm sure she gets closer to the due date. It's emotional. You're you feel all kinds of things. So I'm sure it's very heightened for her. And she probably just doesn't want the drama. What do you think?
This was my criticism from yesterday's episode with the out of touch Gunvalson, where it's like, if you are in the weeds and talking about Sydney and all this other shit, because you have a podcast, we don't need to reiterate my complete breakdown and rant, then I support it. But if you are Vicki Gunvalson and you are done and you're not coming back to the OC, I have to agree with the rat on this one that, and you're talking about it, I find it pathetic. So I love this. I think if Candace, it's like, again, they all hate her, but I look at Lisa Rinna. Now, let's not compare Candace or any other housewife to someone who's worked in the industry for decades. But when you see Lisa Rinna and she's on the runway and she's managing the daughters and posting them night and day and this and that, Lisa has really, yeah, you want to ask her a question about housewives, she's going to answer. She's moved on. She ain't bitter. She ain't thinking about it. Still friends with Erica. I think that is the way to go. So if Candy Gal can stick to this and just be like, I am not, I mean, that's how I would be. You take away my, everyone, they ask me, Sarah, on YouTube, I am obsessed. They're going to call the authorities. I am obsessed with Teresia Giudice. And I say, let me tell you something. The minute that this gravy train here is over, you will never, first of all, you'll never see me on Instagram or any social media. You will literally need to call the authorities to make sure I'm not dead. But regardless of that, I will never talk about Teresa or Melissa again in my life. So I love this. If Candy means it, girl, you ain't making $1 off the damn show. So I say, bravo to you. Let people tag her. I kind of think it's gonna, I really believe her. Like, I think she's actually gonna be able to do it. Don't you? I don't think
Yeah.
Candace is gonna want to sit there. Look, they all do it. They all, I mean, no, not for nothing. I love her dearly, but like Miss Donatacci, Camille Meyer, she chimes in every now and then. Just because you're good at shade doesn't mean, like, if you, I would just be like, it is over. Who cares? So I believe her, and I hope she sticks to it, because like, what a great life that would be, right? You're not getting any money. What's the point?
Yeah, I mean, we've said it. We talked about this last episode about Vicki and Tamra. Okay, if Vicki is going to go all in and this is going to be the podcast and you're going to say how you truly feel about all these housewives who I'm sure Vicki has met and give your inside analysis and all your behind the scenes baseball, you got a show on your hands. Like, that's it. But it is hard to, you got to pick like a lane, right? We talk about Bethany. It's so confusing. What is it after all these years? Yeah.
And people can't pick a lane like us. Like us, you can't have it both ways. When Sutton invites you and me to an event, it's an organic invite. There isn't a respect. Like, listen, I hang out with Luann in the summer. Like, we've never had a discussion. Sutton didn't say, now, David and Sarah, I don't, you better keep it above board, girls. No, it's just an understanding. Like, you're wonderful. Like, I'm not going to say anything bad about you. But the point is, we say lots of things about a lot of people. I'm not like, I'm not an idiot. You're not an idiot. We do what we do because we don't expect an invite. At least I don't. Like, someone the other day is like, well, you can't blame Melissa Gorga for blocking you. No shit. No shit. I can't blame PK for blocking me or Tamra. Like, that's fine. That's okay. You got to pick a lane, to your point. You got to pick a lane. So I don't know if Victoria has it in her, but I agree with you. That would be a great show. How was it at BravoCon when you spoke to Erica Jane for a few minutes? If it was positive, say it. We don't need you to be negative. But if Vicki wanted to do that show and
That
lean
would
into
be,
Housewives, and
yeah.
she's her whole thing, you want some tea? I'll give you some tea. When we were going down the road of the Bravo bench with Vicki Gunvalson, me and Anna and Vicki, before we said thank you, but no thank you, let's get A's. We've had many conversations. Vicki cared about one thing and one thing only in all of our phone calls. And I was like, oh God, Anna, this ain't gonna happen. Beating two T's. Her whole thing with getting a podcast was like, I want to blow away two T's. Now, I didn't have the heart to tell her that would never happen, but she is at least
Good.
in. Yeah, I mean, I thought we were gonna go.
If she went balls to the wall,
Yeah.
like said it, had people on as the OG of the OC,
Mhm.
and if I actually think she has a chance. I think we've got Melon Ball and the Rat a little bit on the run because people are a little irritated with the Rat. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. Oh,
They
yeah.
like the Melon Ball, but they're getting a little turned off by the Rat as what she's done to Shannon.
And
It is
they don't love the melon ball. Let's not give them too much credit.
correct. They don't love the Melon Ball. And isn't Shannon Bedore somewhere right now in Orange County sitting back, oof, probably a glass of Chardonnay in hand?
Mhm.
Just like this couldn't have worked out better for me. Like, I truly came into this season thinking I was going to be demolished because, by the way, I'm a mother of 3 that has enough money to get an Uber, and I could have killed myself or, God forbid, somebody else and Archie.
Archie, yeah, Archie.
And I am kind of looking like a bit of a moron here. I crashed my car. I parked it in the middle of an intersection, and then I tried to walk my dog on the street. You're thinking this is going to be humiliating. This bitch is blowing into a breathalyzer and coming out the queen. People are like commending her. So the Rat, John Jansen, Alexis. I mean, Vicky could win. I actually think Vicky could really chip away at it if she were willing to go hard. But again, you got to pick a lane, and if you go hard, you're not going to be back on Bravo probably.
No, and I really, truly, from the bottom of my heart, people think I don't like this when I say things. I truly, 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 I don't like the Rat, but I agree with the Rat when she says that Vicky it's over. She'll never get an orange. Like, I
Mm,
agree.
I do think
Listen,
that's
it
true.
works both ways. Like, I personally made a conscious decision of like, wait a second. These people that listen to me like actually enjoy a podcaster that speaks the actual truth, that doesn't give a fuck or have a nose up a brown butt. So I was like, okay, well, David, girl, trust me, I tried. And 5 years ago, there ain't no in between. I agree with you.
Oh.
Vicky, just be yourself and lean in. I don't think she has it in her. So I believe Candace. I don't think Candace is going to be tweeting about Ashley and Giselle and this. Let them mention her. I think Candace is not bothered. And honestly, for your life and your peace of mind and your future in Housewives, just give it up. Live your life, girl. Um, you know what I want to talk about?
Go. Well, okay, yeah. I was going to say I got one more Potomac thing I want to ask
Oh,
you.
ask.
Real quick. Chris Samuels and Katie Rost.
Ooh, girl.
That photo where they looked super flirty. And she was like, he's a good one. And I'm going to take a chance to flirt. And she's come out and said they are not together. Do we believe this? Oh my God. I don't know
Well,
if Monique Samuels is happy to get rid of him, doesn't care.